transfer function, so we begin with, of course, defining what transfer function is. Transfer function is used in establishing a viable definition for a function that algebraically relates a system's output to its input. So, ang ibig sabihin lang nito class is, uh, through a transfer function, we will be able to actually define kung ano yung equation ng ating input and ano yung magiging equation ng ating output. And when we know that, we already know class kung anong klaseng operation yung ginagawa ng ating control system. Later on, we will show how that happens. So this function will allow separation of input, system, and output into three separate and distinct parts. Uh, we will do this class, of course, mathematically. The function will also allow us to algebraically combine mathematical representations of subsystems to yield a total system representation, where we will have class a simplified version of the system at large. So, pwede kasi natin class pagsamasamahin yung iba't ibang subsystems. Uh, Syempre, it would be helpful if we simplify it into a one system. So I will do that. So we have here a certain process of solving transfer function that of course involves application ng um, isang Laplace transform operation natin. So sabi dito, let's begin by writing a general nth order linear time invariant differential equation. This, ayan, plus, like, yung DE na nakikita nyo yan, DE yan plus, that's linear in nature. It equates class to um, separate expressions. Sabi niya dito, yung C of t part ng ating DE is actually the output, R of t is the input, and then class, yung AIs and BIs and the form of the differential equation represents the system. Yung sinasabing system dito class is the control system. So, yung operation class na nakikita natin na uh, derivative, ayan, o ito. O yan yung nagre-represent nung blocks natin class, pati itong additions natin. And these arbitrary constants. Okay? I'm sorry, mali. Yung DE lang, yung differential lang pala. Differential part lang. So, yung differential part lang. So, yun yung nagre-represent nung operation natin. Sort of like the blocks na pinag-aralan natin class dun sa first part ng lecture natin. Yeah. So, naalala, di ba, meron tayong, for example, may mathematical equation tayo class na, ay, sorry, mali. Okay. A1 x1 tapos plus, tama pala, dx sub 1 over dt is equal to some output, say, x sub 3. Pwede din natin ito class i-express, di ba, as a block diagram. Let's say class yung x sub 1 natin is, or our inputs. So, input siya. And then, the rest, na nandito class, are operators or blocks class or processes. Okay? So, for example, yan yung a sub 1. So, yun yung control system natin class that produces yung output na yun, which is a sub 1, x sub 1. X sub 1 yan. Oops. X sub 1. Okay, and then, di ba yung plus na to class, that is a signal for us to use a summing point. Yan. Tapos, susunod natin yung x sub 1 na nakaderivative. So, source lang natin siya with a takeoff point and then we'll use a system that gets a derivative or a differentiator. Yan. And then that's positive. And then, yung output ng summing point na to would be yung x sub 3 natin. Okay? So, if you will do it in this way, guys, yan, yung mga differential equations na ganyan. So, d raised to n over dt raised to n is a multiple derivative. Diba? So, kung 1 yan, first derivative. Kung 2, second derivative. Kung 3, third derivative, and so on and so forth. Diba? So, for example, we have a sub 1, d squared, c of t over dt. That represents na yung isang system na CT, in-input natin on a system that gets the double derivative, d squared dt squared. Okay? Pati, yan, yung operator na a sub 1. Okay? Na namumultiply. So, syempre, magiging output niya would be a sub 1 sa constant. Tapos, yung operator natin na double derivative. And then, subject doon yung magiging or yung ating input. Overall, yun yung magiging output natin. Okay? So, yun yun. Okay, so for example, given daw tayo ng ganyan. Okay? Linear time invariant differential equation or LTI. Yan. So, ano mangyayari? We can take class yung Laplace transform ng both sides and we will get a sub n s raised to n c of s. And so on and so forth for the left side of the equation. And then for the right side of the equation, b sub m, s raised to m, r of s. And so on and so forth. And kung mapapansin nyo, meron niyang plus initial condition terms involving c of t. With, same lang with r of t. Okay, so we have to look here kung ano yung gagamitin nating Laplace transform. That's transform number 27 for our given linear time invariant differential equation kanina. Kasi di ba, we are dealing with transform or Laplace transform ng mga derivative. So yung transform number 37 sa ating mga Laplace tables, yun yung gagamitin natin class for solving yung mga differential equations natin na nilalaplace transform. Remember class, as a review, yung derivative natin can be written in this notation, so dx over dt. Or pwede natin class express as x prime, diba? Or pwede in the form of function f prime of t, diba? This represents all of these represent first derivative. So, halimbawa, second derivative yan, d squared x over dt squared is equal to x double prime. Or kapag ka-class function form, f double prime t, which represents second derivative. O, kasi, sinabi ko yan class kasi kung mapapansin nyo, iba yung notation na ginamit ni Laplace table doon sa ginamit sa previous slides natin. Yan. Okay? So, same lang yun. Pareho lang yun class. Parehong derivative pa rin yan. Okay? Kung mapapansin nyo, etong part na to class, yan lang yung ating Laplace transform no differential equation kanina. Okay? So, a sub n s raised to n c of s, which is this one. Yan. Okay? Yan. Diba? Galing, diba? O tapos, yung the rest class, yung nakikita ninyo na mga f of 0 dyan. So, pwedeng f of 0, tapos f prime of 0, f n raised to negative 2, 0. Ibig sabihin, dumadami ng dumadami class yung ating derivatives are called, ito yung sinasabi nung kanina, initial value, initial conditions. Initial value conditions or initial conditions. O bakit siya initial? Kasi class, it is solved or yun yung value class at t is equal to 0. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, at t is equal to 0, yun yung start ng ating system. Or yung time class na nag-initiate siya. Kaya class, initial value yan. Typically class, on differential equations, we will get certain values for these. So, yung initial value conditions. If nakarating kayo dun sa part na yon na pagsasolve natin sa DE, hindi ko alam. Nakarating ba kayo dun sa part na yon? Initial value problems, IVP. Nakarating ba sa ganong part sa DE? Ayan. Yes or no lang. Yes or no question lang yun, first. Naalala, initial value problems. So, yun yung may value class yung f of 0, for example, 5. Tapos, f prime of 0 is equal to 6, ganun, or any number. Nakarating ba dyan? Apart pa dito, class, yung mismong DE na isa-solve nyo. So, for example, may DE na given, isa-solve nyo, class, yun. Tapos, bibigyan kayo ng initial value problems or initial values. Ayan, mukhang hindi. Ayan. Silence means no. So, mukhang hindi. Ayan. So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng class. Okay? So, dito kasi class, no, mamaya sasabihin natin kung ano yung initial value conditions para sa ating mga transfer functions. Okay? So, the equation is above is purely algebraic expression. If we assume that all initial conditions are zero, it reduces yung ating equation into this. So, tandaan class, when we are solving for transfer functions, we will assume na yung ating mga initial conditions are equal to 0. Okay? So, ano ibig sabihin nun? Sir, paano yun? Ibig sabihin, lahat ng to class initial conditions, 0 lahat yan. Okay? So, mawawala lang sila. Okay? Kasi 0, di ba? Kung mapapansin nyo, naka-minus siya. Minus s raised to n plus minus 1 f of or f prime of 0. So, kung sinet natin or in-assume natin na lahat ng initial conditions or lahat plus ng may f of 0 or f prime of 0 are 0 or equal to 0 class, makakancel lang lahat yan. Okay? So, later on, pag may example, we will absolutely solve for this. So, kapag ganun class ang case, so we are able to factor out yung C of S because they are all common terms sa left side ng equation. And then we will factor out R of S on the right side of the equation. We can absolutely solve for the ratio of those terms or yung ratio ng C of S and R of S, which is just C of S over R of S. Okay, ibig sabihin nun, class. So, yun yung ratio of the output transform divided by the input. So, tandaan nyo class, pagka ratio, division ang ibig sabihin nun. Okay? So, when we say ratio of the output and input, that means output divided by the input. Or C of S over R of S. And when we are able to get that, we are able to solve for our G of S. Okay? And then, makukuha natin nun yung mismong equation, yung in-isolate natin ng mga tuklas. Okay? So, for example, we will do that. From this equation class, we will get C of S over R of S. So, ang ibig sabihin lang ng class, sasama-samahin natin yung C of S in a way na, C of S and R of S in a way na magdi-divide sila. Diba? Yan. So, rewrite ko lang to class, A and S raised to N plus A n minus 1 S S raised to n minus 1 plus dot 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 plus A sub naught C of S is equal to quantity BM SM and nire-write ko lang to class BM minus BM minus 1 S raised to n plus BM minus 1 S raised to n minus 1. Ay, mali pala. Sorry. Minus 1 plus dot 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 plus B sub R of S. Ayan. So, paano ko i-isolate, paano ko kukunin yung C of S over R of S? So, yung target classes, dapat yung C of S class, dapat nasa numerator siya. So, I cannot use C of S uh, or it will be time consuming class if i-divide ko si C of S on both sides. Kasi kung gagawin ko yun class, mapupunta siya sa ilalim, di ba? So kung gagawin ko yun, divide both sides by C of S, maka-cancel yung C of S dito sa right side ng ating equation. Left side of our equation. However, ang magiging result nun dun sa dito class sa right side ng equation natin would be R of S over C of S, which is not what we want. Okay? So instead class, what we will do is divide both sides by R of S. Okay? So if we will do that, divide both sides by R of S. Ay, sorry. Ayan, divide natin both sides by R of S. Tapos dito yung R of S. Balik ko na siya dito banda. So, ano mangyayari? Cancel yung R of S dito class sa right side ng equation. So, another thing is, kailangan tanggalin ko itong naka-multiply na negative quantity of A of N. Okay? So, naka-multiply, tatanggalin ko paano divide. Okay, so, divide ko lang negative A sub N S raised to N plus A N minus 1 S raised to N minus 1 plus dot plus A sub naught 0. Okay? Tendency, cancel din to class. Okay? And then, cancel the negatives. And then, dito siya mapupunta class. So, negative. Ay, sorry, bakit negative? Ay, hindi pala kasali to. Okay, wala pala. Bullet pala to. Ayan, pala negative. It's a prank. Ayan, bullet yung class, so hindi yung negative. Sorry for the confusion. Ayan, and nilagay ko lang kasi I'm supposed to divide both sides. Ayan, sorry, hindi ko na, ayan, okay? So, what will that leave us? So, wala na to, sobre na natin. Ayan. So, titira na lang would be C of S over R of S. And that would be equal to this third, which is just, again, yung ratio ng mga in-isolate nating factors. Yeah. And that would represent our transfer function, which is yung G of S natin. Okay, so yun yung transfer function class. That's how we solve for transfer function. Yeah. So notice that yung equation natin separates the output C of S and the input R of S and the system. Yung system sinasabi dyan yung G of S class, which is the ratio of the polynomials in S on the right. So we call this ratio now ayan, G of S, which is the transfer function, and evaluate it with zero initial conditions. Ibig sabihin class, pwede dito pa lang evaluate yung zero initial conditions or later on, okay? Or even before that. So the transfer function can be represented as a block diagram as shown. Ito. So, itong nakuha natin would represent class yung transfer function. This is G of S. Yung sinolve natin kanina. Okay? So, notice na yung denominator natin of the transfer function is identical to the characteristic polynomial of the differential equation. Kaya class, ang ginagawa natin, parang fina-factor out lang natin. Diba? Factoring lang tayo. Also, we can find out na yung output natin, pwede natin siya makuha with the use of G of S. That's simply C of S is equal to R of S, G of S. Cross-multiply lang, diba? So, itong part na to class, galing lang natin doon sa equation natin kanina for G of S. C of S over R of S. So, cross-multiply, and cross-multiply, that's gonna be C of S is equal to R of S and then multiply it by G of S, which is this one. Yan. So, pwede kasing baliktad class, no? Sa problems natin, G of S ang given, tapos pinapahanap equation ng C of S or yung equation ng output. Okay? So, either of the two. So, pwedeng given tayo ng input and output, okay, etc., etc. May example tayo dyan, syempre. Transfer functions may be represented as differential equations in the time domain. Hence, getting its Laplace transform is needed to find the transfer function in terms of the frequency domain. So, as a review, yung Laplace transform na differential equation, pinakita ko na to kanina class. This is just transform 37 sa ating Laplace table. So, no need to memorize because you have this in your laminated Laplace table with you whenever we are having our exams. Okay, let's have our examples. So, number one, find the transfer function represented by d or the derivative of c of t with respect to t plus 2c of t is equal to r of t. Now, remember class, dito, sa ating lesson, yung C of T natin, represents output, and then R of t represents input. That's gonna be used for the rest of the examples that I have. Yes. Ayan, I just checked. That's gonna be useless. Yung notation natin na to, that denotes which is output and input. So, tandaan C output and then R input unless of course otherwise stated in the problem. Okay? Siyempre, pwede akong gumamit ng kahit anong letter dyan. Okay? To represent input and output. So, kapag ka class, hindi stipulated sa ating problem, kung halimbawa hindi C at saka R ang ginamit sa problem natin, tapos hindi din sinabi kung alin yung input and output, you'd have to clarify with me. Okay? Kasi magkakamali tayo, di ba? Kasi mamaya, kukunin natin yung ratio ng output over input. So, magkakamali kayo sa answer class kapag ka um, mali class na function yung ginamit ninyo. Okay? So, solve daw natin to class. The first step, when you are given this is to take yung ating Laplace transform for this one. Okay? So, sabi dito, find the transfer function represented by the first derivative of c of t over dt plus 2c of t equal to rt. Okay? So, etong mga to class, let's start with the easy part. C of t and R of t, tandaan nyo, pagka ganyan lang, ang Laplace transform lang yan, syempre, yung may version class tayo na C of s. So, wala naman kasing ginawa dyan, walang operator. Kaya class, ang Laplace transform niya is ganyan lang. Mag-iiba lang class yung ating representation. Okay? So, C of S, so the Laplace transform ni C of t is C of S, and the Laplace transform ni R of t is R of S. So, yung 2 natin dyan is a constant multiple, so pwede natin siyang ilabas class to get the Laplace transform. So, the real challenge here is getting, of course, yung Laplace transform ng ating derivative. But, we know class, or we have transform number 37 sa ating um, Laplace table, or yung Laplace transform na to class. What is this? LF of n, F prime of n, or n prime of t is equal to s raised to n f of s minus s raised to n minus 1 f of 0. Okay? So, paano to? So, kunin natin. Ayan. Gawin natin dito class. So, Laplace transform ni, yung case natin kanina class, it's d of c of t is equal or over dt. So, ito class, first derivative lang siya, diba? First derivative lang siya. So, this is gonna be L or Laplace transform ng f prime of t. So, kapag ka first derivative, yung n natin dito class is actually 1. Kasi 'di ba, first derivative. So, we can write this as ayan, f parenthesis 1 of t. So, that's important class because as you can see, gagamitin natin yung n na yon dito sa ating differential equation para makuha yung Laplace transform. So, ano yun? So, gawin natin s raised to n, that is 1, f of s. So, that, dito class, ang ginamit niya is c. Ayan, so mali ako. C pala dapat. Ayan, so hindi f. Ayan. Kasi derivative of c of t. So, dapat c prime of t or c1 of t. Okay? c1 prime or c, ano ba yan? Ah, first prime. Ayan. So, that means yung n natin is equal to 1. So, if n is equal to 1 class, ayan, yun yung gagamitin natin to get the Laplace transform. So, s raised to n is s raised to 1 or s. And then, yung Laplace transform ng c of t, which is c of s. Okay? Minus s n, which is 1, minus 1, f prime of 0, minus s n minus, 1 minus 2, right? F prime of 0. That is f Tapos, this is prime of prime 1 minus 2 of 0 plus minus f raised to n minus 1. That's f raised to 0 over 0. Okay? Ayan. So, sabi natin kanina class, lahat ng initial value or initial value conditions natin, i-assume natin na 0. So, yun lahat yung may functions tayo, kahit class derivative. So, ito kasi yung mga to class, derivative yung mga yan. Ayan. So, lahat yan, i-assume natin to be 0 class for transfer functions lang. So, ibig sabihin lahat ng to mag-0 yan. Okay? So, ano lang matitira? Yung Laplace transform lang natin is S, C of S. Okay? O, yun yung kakabit natin dito sa number 1 na Laplace transform ni dc of t over dt, assuming class that we are or we have zero value conditions. Zero initial value conditions. S, C of S. Okay? So that's the first part, getting yung Laplace transform of our both sides. So the next one is generating class, yung ating equation for the transfer function, which is C of S over R of S. Now before I do that, kailangan ko munang i-factor out class yung C of S dito sa aking left side ng equation because they all have common C of S factors. So, that's gonna be, ayan, ilalabas ko C of S. So, lagay ko siya dito, class. And then, factor out na. Okay? So, S times C of S, pa-factor out si C of S, S na lang ang matitira. Tapos, plus, ayan, 2C of S, factor out ang C of S, matitira na lang is 2. And that's it. That's equal to R of S. So, kunin natin class C of S over R of S. That's easy. We just divide both sides by R of S. Divide natin both sides by R of S. And then, we multiply both sides by yung factor, okay, nung ating left side ng equation kanina. So, yung characteristic equation na sinasabi natin, which is yung S plus 2. So, S plus 2. So, pareho lang yung pinag-divide ko dito, class. Nagkabaliktad lang. Ayan. Pero that's multiplication. So, okay lang magbaliktad. Cancel S plus 2 dito sa left side ng equation and then dito sa right side, yung ating R of S. With that, we get C of S over R of S, which is just equal to 1 over S plus 2. And yun na yung ating G of S class. Okay? O, yun na yung ating transfer function. Final answer. Okay? Question sa number 1. Ayan. So, kung wala kayong question, just react thumbs down. If wala question, class, just react thumbs down. And how about the others? Any question? Okay, there's a question. Sino yung nag-raise hand? Miles Harold. You are recognized. Question. Wala. Napindot lang. Let's have another one. Para na where it's saying. Okay, let's have another. Napindot lang po. Okay po. Yeah. Another example, class. So, what is the transfer function of a system whose input and output are related by the following differential equation? Para mas challenging. So, dito meron na tayong double derivative. Para mas challenging ang differential equation. Okay? So, again, so kanina nakita na natin, class, kung ano yung Laplace transform ng first derivative. Of course, assuming class na zero value conditions, that is simply, ayan, balikan natin, S, tapos, yung Laplace transform plus yung ating function. Okay, so kung of course, C of t yan, C of S yung Laplace transform. Kung R of t, R of S. Kasi dito class, meron tayong first derivative on both sides of the equation, which is the output and input parts. Okay? So, pwede natin yung i-establish class. So, ito, constant yung 3. Labas natin siya. And then, matitira, first derivative of C of t. So, yung Laplace transform nun would be S, tapos C of S. Okay? So, yun yung sinolve natin kanina class dito. Okay? So, lagi na yan class. Okay, para din yun na sinosolve ng mahaba. Diba? Okay, ganito lagi yung first derivative. Okay? Tapos, plus, ayan, 2. Itong C of t, again, Laplace transform is just C of S. And then, sa right side ng equation, R of t, Laplace transform nun is just R of S. Plus, ayan, d R of t over dt, that's just S, tapos Laplace transform nung ating input, R of t, R of S. Okay. Okay. Nagigets ba? Nakakasunod ba? Nakakasunod? Okay, very good. Yan. Ngayon, ang problema natin class would be this part. Diba? Yung part na to. Double derivative. So, we can do that here dito sa kabilang side. So, that's double derivative of C of t is equal, over dt. So, kukunin natin dito class yung Laplace transform. Now, looking sa ating Laplace table number 37, that says there na yung the Laplace transform natin is for any derivative is fn of t plus that's equal to Laplace transform niya class would be s raised to n f of s minus s raised to n minus 1 f prime of 0 minus s raised to n minus 2 f prime of 0 dot, and so on and so forth. S f n minus 2 of 0 minus f n minus 1 of 0. Yan. Okay? So, paano gagawin ko dito? Yan. Kasi double derivative siya, diba? Yan. So, ang gagawin natin class dito, yan, tuloy-tuloy lang. Okay, so, again, dito, dahil second derivative siya, this means this is C um, second prime of P. Okay? So, ibig sabihin yung n natin dito would be equal to 2. Okay? So, if we are using C instead of F, so magiging Laplace transform nito would be S, tas yung n natin is 2 plus F of S minus S raised to n minus 1 F prime, F of 0 plus S n minus 1, that's n, 1. Ayan, so S na lang siya. F prime of 0. F of 0. Tapos, S 1 minus, 2 minus 2 is, ayan, 0. So, effectively, 1 na lang yan. But, we can continue here, and so on and so on, hanggang sa matapos natin yung full transform. But, I mentioned earlier class, di ba, na in solving transfer functions, lahat ng initial value conditions natin, they are all just assumed to be 0. Okay? So, they are all just assumed to be 0. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng f of 0 dito or lahat class ng may functions natin na may t is equal to 0, ayan, magiging equal to 0 na sila. Okay? So again, matitira na lang dito class, yung first term ulit natin uh, which is our uh, s squared f of x. O yun lang yung Laplace transform natin, di ba? Yan, Laplace transform ng second derivative ni c of t. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ito lang ilalagay natin dun sa equation natin kanina. Di ba? S squared c of s. Okay? Ito lang yun. Ay, sorry, C of S pala. Sorry, sorry. So, I should have used C there. Ayan, sa mga F, dapat C yan. My bad. I just got used to it. Okay? So, nakuha na natin yung Laplace transform class. Yan, nakakasunod. Ayan, nakakasunod ba? Yes. So, nakita nyo, di ba, may pattern tayo, class. So, kapag ka ginagamit natin yung um, transform number 37, o parang hindi na importante yung part na to, di ba? Hindi na importante yung part na to kapagka ina-apply natin siya sa transfer functions. Lahat nung may f of 0, f prime of 0, and so on and so forth. So, yung parang pinaka-important lang would be yung first term natin dun sa Laplace transform. Okay? So, it's important, class, that of course, you identify the right value of a. Okay? So, madali lang naman yun. Tingnan nyo lang kung anong derivative siya. Second derivative ba? First derivative? Third derivative? And so on and so forth. Okay? Yan. So, meron na ako dito, um, Laplace transform. Again, ang gagawin natin, ifa-factor out natin si C of S and R of S from both sides of the equation. So, dito sa left side na equation, ang ipa-factor out ko is C of S. So, matitira na lang doon sa kabila is and S squared plus 3S plus 2. Okay? Tapos dito sa kabila, factor out R of S. It's gonna be 1 kasi R of S lang siya, class. So, kung factor out to si R of S, 1 na lang. Diba? Plus S, and then that's R of S. Okay? So, again, ang gagawin, divide both sides by R of S kasi pagkatapos natin yung factor, ang next step would be finding yung ratio ng output or and input or yung ating C of S over R of S. Kasi, class, yun yung transfer function natin. Okay? So, divide both sides by R of S. And then, dito sa C of S natin, may nakamultiply na S squared plus 3S plus 2. So, kailangan din natin tanggalin yon by dividing both sides by S squared plus 3S plus 2. S squared plus 3S plus 2. So, dito sa right side, class, cancel R of S. And then dito sa kabila, cancel S squared plus 3S plus 2. Okay? So, matitira na lang would be C of S over R of S is equal to, ayan, 1 plus S, or pwede to, class, as S plus 1. Pareho lang yan. Commutative naman. S plus 1 over S squared plus, ay sorry, 3S pala. 3S plus 2. And then that's gonna be our G of S. Final answer. Ayan. Okay. Question sa example number 2. Question. Okay, mawala. Thank you very much for your response. Ayan. So, nakita nyo, class, no, yung ating pattern, kapag ka, class, kinukuha natin yung Laplace transform ng first derivative, that's just S C of S. So, S raised to 1. Kasi, first derivative. Tapos, kapag ka, class, second derivative, ayan, ito, dahil second, or 2 or second derivative d squared. So, yung Laplace transform niya, s squared, c of s. Okay? So, kung tutuloy natin to, ayan. So, ano yung Laplace transform ni third derivative? Kung ipa-follow natin yung logic na yun, class, ayan. Kung ipa-follow natin yung logic na yun or yung pattern na yun, class, ano yung magiging Laplace transform ni third derivative? Kung ipa-follow natin yung pattern na kapagka first, s raised to 1, kapagka second, s raised to 2, o ano naman kapagka third class, ano yung magiging Laplace transform nun? Ayan, assuming class, zero initial conditions. Yan, very good. Ayan, s cubed c of s. So, pagka 4, s raised to 4, c of s. Di ba? Yan. So, ganun lang yan, di ba? So, parang hindi na tayo nag-a-apply agad lagi ng Laplace transform 37 na mahaba, di ba? Kasi we are just assuming class yung um, we are just assuming na zero initial conditions or magzi-zero lahat ng to. Okay? Yan. So, para mas mabilis ang computation, di ba? Wala lang na dito class. Ayan. Dito class, um, a system is described by the following. Ayan, hindi na CNT yung sinabi dito class. Y and X ang ginamit. So, kailangan class, meron ditong nakasabi explicitly kung ano yung ating input and output. Or at least class, kung ano yung ratio ng ating transfer function. So, yung binigay dito, hindi niya sinabi kung alin yung input or output. Ang binigay niya, yung ratio class ng transfer function natin, excuse, G of S, which is Y of S over X of S. So, yun daw yung ratio ng ating output and input or yung ating transfer function, Y of S over X of S. So, dahil class, ratio to ng output and input, that's output over input. Ang ibig sabihin, yung Y natin, yun yung output, tapos yung X natin yung magiging input. Okay? So, sagutin natin class, based na sa sinabi ko kanina class. O ano yung Laplace transform ni third derivative of Y? That's gonna be ayan, yung answer dito sa yung latest shot, S cube. S cube. So, dahil Y of S ang gamitin natin. Okay? Y of S. And then, follow lang natin class, plus 3 d squared y to class. Ayan, may y yan. Na-miss lang natin. Na-miss ko lang. D squared y over dt squared, that's second derivative. So, that is, ayan, may constant multiple to. So, huwag kakalimutan yung constant. 3, ilalabas. Tapos, kunin natin derivative. Laplace transform. So, second derivative, kaya s squared y of s. And so on and so forth. So, dito class, may 5. So, 5. First derivative, s raised to 1 or s na lang siya. Y of s. Okay? Plus y, Laplace transform ng y is y of s. Okay? Next, third derivative naman ng x. So, katulad lang ng y, s cube, x of s, plus 4, kasi constant multiple, tapos second derivative, so s squared, x of s, plus 6, ayan, first derivative, s, x of s, plus 8, constant multiple, tapos Laplace transform ni x, x of s. Okay? Yan. So, anong gagawin na next? Factor out natin yung y of s's and x of s's. So, that's gonna be y of s. And dito na lang. Next page. Y of s lalabas natin, tapos factor out. So that's s cubed, tapos 3s squared plus 5x of s. So, sorry, y of s. So 5s plus uh, y of s, which is just 1. Okay? So, usog ko lang kasi nakasobra. And then that's equal to, ayan, next naman natin i-factor out si x of s. Ayan. So, ay, haba pala. So, factor out natin s cube, x of s. So, factor out x of s cube na lang yon plus 4s squared, x of s. Okay. So, 4s squared na lang yun plus 6s. Okay. So, 6s x of x. Factoring out x of s, that's just 6s. Plus 8x of s. That's 8. Okay? So, kung master nyo na to, yan, napag-practicean nyo ng mahaba, ayan, pagkatapos nyong, or bago, or imbes class na mag-Laplace transform kayo ng isa-isa, pwede class, dumiretso na kayo dito sa naka-factor. Walang problema sa akin yun. Kung master nyo na, syempre. Okay, kasi di ba, nakita nyo yung pattern, di ba? Basta may derivative, ayan, that's s raised to kung ano, or pang ilang derivative siya. Okay? So, again, para makuha natin yung ratio ng transfer function, y of s over x of s. So, I will divide yung ating input, x of s. And then, tatanggalin natin yung naka-multiply dito kay, or yung isang factor no left side ng equation containing ss. So, dito, ang s cubed, 3s squared plus 5s plus 1 ang aking i-divide for the both sides of the equation. S squared plus 5s plus 1. So, cancel, cancel, and then cancel x of s. And then we'll be left with yung ratio na ni y of s over x of s, or simply yung ating transfer function, let's call that g of s. That's gonna be s cubed plus 4s squared plus 6s plus 8 over s cubed plus 3s squared plus 5s plus 1. Okay? Final answer. Okay? Question sa ating number 3. Okay, wala daw. O, di ba? Basic lang, di ba? Nagpa-factoring lang tayo dito. Diba? Factoring lang. Next, another one. Number 4, show the block diagram of the system in number 1, 2, and 3 with their respective transfer functions. Now, remember class, sa ating transfer function, it shows yung relationship ng input, output, and the system itself. Okay? So, remember, kapag ka-class itatranslate natin or gagawin nating block diagram, yung ating equation, na g of s is equal to c of s over r of s, or output over input, whatever class letters ang ginamit niya. Ayan. That is simply, ayan, a block diagram na may input-output. Remember, di ba, ito yung simplest form ng ating, or simplest diagram ng ating control system. And then, syempre, dito sa kabila, yung ating R of S. Sa input side, yung ating input equation, R of S. Tapos, sa output side, yung ating output equation, C of S. Tapos, yung gitna class natin would be yung ating G of S, or yung ating transfer function. Pwedeng g of s, pero class, it's more proper to actually show the whole equation. Okay, o yung buong equation ni g of s, which means, eto class, halimbawa for this case, s cubed plus 4s squared plus 6s plus 8 over s cubed plus 3s squared plus 5s plus 1. O yung buong yun, yung ilalagay doon sa loob ng block. Kung gagawin natin yun, ito yung sa number 1 plus, ayan, dahil yung answer natin doon, yung g of s natin is equal to 1 over s plus 2. Matapos, yung ating number 2, ayan, yung answer natin doon is s plus 1 or 1 plus s, pareho lang yun class, over s squared plus 3s plus 2. Yun yung g of s natin. Yun yung nasa loob ng ating block diagram. And then lastly, yung kanina class, since ibang letters ang ginamit, so yung input natin would be yung x of s, and then yung output natin would be y of s. And yung label nung nasa block natin, yung mismong equation ng system or yung mismong transfer function, which is yung s cubed plus 4s squared plus 6s plus 8 over s cubed plus 3s squared plus 5s plus 1. Okay, ganun lang yan, di ba? Yun lang yung mismo block diagram. Di ba? Ang galing. Question sa number 4, yun na yun. Okay, ginagawa na natin block diagram. Ganun. O, di ba? Basic lang. Grabe. Super basic. Okay. Next. Last example of today. Here. Find the differential equation corresponding to the transfer function g of s is equal to 2s plus 1 over s squared plus 6s plus 2. So, ito class, para lang siyang inverse nung ating ginagawa kanina. Okay? So, dahil class, hinahanap natin dito yung mismong differential equation corresponding dun sa transfer function, we need to um, return it, okay, dun sa form nung mga given natin dun sa number 1, 2, and 3, which are differential equations. Okay, so ibig sabihin i-apply natin dito si um, inverse Laplace transform. But it's gonna be way easier class because isang Laplace transform lang naman ang ginagamit natin for transfer functions, di ba? Yun yung transform number 37 natin or yung Laplace transform for derivatives. At dahil differential equation ang gagamitin or pinapahanap niya, o pwede yun yung gagamitin talaga natin, di ba? Yung pang differential equation. Okay? So the first step here, class, is expanding yung ating g of s. Remember, this is the transfer function symbol natin or representation. And we also define transfer function as the ratio of the of the output and input. Which means, yung g of s ko, ayan, may express natin siya gamit yung ratio. Okay? Kasi, uh, na ratio ng output and input. Kasi class, we have to show yung functions of the input and the output dun sa final answer natin for this example or for the differential equation. Okay? Yan. So, gagawin lang natin siyang C of S over R of S. Tapos, write lang natin yung right side ng equation kasi wala naman tayong ginawa dun, class. So, bakit mag-iiba yan? Diba? Yan. Ano tayong ginawa dyan? Ba't mag-iiba? So, rewrite natin yan, class. And then, yung gawin natin dito, yung inverse. Okay? Yung inverse ng process. Okay? Pabaliktad. Diba? So, babalik tayo dapat kasi doon sa original. So, ang gawin natin, cross multiply. So, s squared plus 6s plus 2. Yan, lagyan ko konti. S squared plus 6s plus 2. O, yung buong yon multiply kay C of S. That's equal to, ayan, yung buong 2s plus 1 plus, multiply kay R of S. Now, be careful here. All of these has to be distributed. Okay? So, may space pa ako. Dito na lang, class. So, distribute ko, class, C of S dito. So, that's gonna be, ayan, S squared, uh, C of S plus 6S C of S plus 2 C of S. Okay? So, S squared C of S plus, ayan, 6S C of S plus 2 C of S. And that's equal to, o same lang, distribute din natin, class, yung R of S dun sa quantity 2S plus 1. So that's gonna be 2S R of S plus 1 times R of S is R of S. Okay? The last step here is, of course, obtaining yung ating inverse Laplace transform. So, again, isa-isa to per term, class. So, dahil differential equation, uh, again, we are assuming zero value conditions. So, yung Laplace transform or inverse Laplace ni S squared C of S would be, ano, ano yung inverse Laplace niyan? Based na sa pattern natin kanina, class. Diba? Ayun pa rin gagamitin, yung pattern natin kanina. Ano yung inverse Laplace transform ni S squared C of S? Yung worded na lang, huwag nyo nang i-gawing mathematical notation. Parang mahirap ma-attach. Okay. Ano yung inverse Laplace transform ni S squared C of S? Anyone? And very good. Yeah. The double derivative. Okay, so double derivative, class. So d squared C of t na nun siya, class. Kasi na-inverse Laplace transform na natin siya. So from S domain, magiging t domain na siya. Okay? Over dt squared. Ayan. So, ganyan, class, yung second derivative. So, you can absolutely use, class, yung prime. So, c double prime yan siya, di ba? Of t. Okay, pwede din yan. Kung saan kayo masaya. Next, 6s c of s. So, kung follow natin yung pattern, s raised to 1 to, class, or yung n natin is equal to 1. So, ibig sabihin, yung inverse Laplace transform nito would be 6 first derivative of c of t over dt. And then, continue lang natin. Ayan. So, ito, class, 2c of s. Hindi na yan, class. Di na yan applicable or di na applicable dyan, class, yung ating transform number 37. Yung inverse Laplace niyan would be simply 2c of. And then, that's equal to the inverse Laplace transform of 2s r of s. Again, s raised to 1 yan, class. So, that's gonna be first derivative. So, isolate 2 or ilabas. Tapos, sorry, first derivative. So, that's gonna be d r of t over dt plus inverse Laplace transform ni r of s ay r of. Okay? So, sa example, class, nare-express lang siya as c and r. So, wala na yung independent variable natin na t. Pwede din yun. Okay. Yung kamukha sa ating lecture. So, final answer. So, any more questions, class? So, any equation to that. Any questions for this example, number 5? Okay. So, any question, class, as a whole, sa ating lesson for today? And by the way, class, that's our last slide. Okay, so any more question? Okay, so no questions. So let me just stop the recording.